What's going on, people? Jay the Black here. I am back with another video. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I really do appreciate that. I want to talk about Khalil Mack. He is the now Chicago Bear after he was traded, very early in the season from the Raiders. There's a lot of controversy behind that, but this is not what this video is about. This video is about Khalil Mack leaving Angela Simmons to get back with his ex-girlfriend. Now, I want y'all to understand this. Angela Simmons on the outside looks like a woman that you would wife up. She's a woman who, by her admission, was, withheld having sex for the first time for a long time until she got with her child's father. Okay? And that was a big to-do because people didn't like the fact of his background, because she basically chose a Pookie and Ray Ray. If you really look at it, she chose a guy who was a bad boy. And people wondering, why would you choose to get with this guy? Not only get with him, but have a child with him, But since her baby's father has passed away, and I think she's been mourning him recently, and that is where this relationship sort of has ended, because it began back in September. And now it looked like it has fizzled out, and he has gone back to his ex-girlfriend. So what it looks like to me is that maybe everything about her, Angela Simmons, maybe on the outside it's a lot different than what goes on in the inside of the situation. But what I'm seeing in this situation is, I think that it was just a fling, that maybe she wanted more, and he sort of got scared and said, you know what, I'd rather go back to this other female, because she's an attractive female, but she's also a medical student. She's not seeking to make a career out of being an IG model, even though she got posts on her Instagram that would say different, But I think he saw more qualities in his ex-girlfriend than he did in Angela Simmons, and that's troubling. That's very troubling, Maybe there's more to Angela than meets the eye, but Angela's a very attractive female. She's one of the few female celebrities that I am really attracted to. I would... She probably one of the few female celebrities that I could see myself dating, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how she comes off. She doesn't come off as being like a lot of these other females, you know what I'm saying? Highly attractive, nice body. She's a single mom now, but that was probably before she had the kid. But even though now she's still looking good, but that's beside the point. Anyway, he left her to go back to his ex-girlfriend. His ex-girlfriend, her name is, what is her name? Her name is Christy. Okay, she's a racially ambiguous female. Okay, and let's see, according to Sports Gossip, Mack has moved on from his relationship with Angela Simmons and is seeing medical student Christy Price, who he has been linked to on and off since 2016. The source says the two broke up this summer after a falling out following a trip to Dubai. I thought a trip to Dubai is where people go to relax and, take in the area and things of that nature. And what happened on the Dubai trip? Usually you see women go to Dubai by themselves. You don't normally see, they take their boyfriends with them, or you see dudes take their wives or girlfriends too. I mean, it happens, but not too many times as far as celebrities. Anyway, looks like Khalil Mack is back with Christy Price. Christy is a medical student he's been seeing on and off since 2016. Christy was with his family at his game this weekend. Her friend usually blows up social media with videos of Khalil all over Christy. Christy spends the night with him, and her friend stays at the hotel. This past summer, they all traveled to Dubai. After their trip, Khalil and Christy had a falling out, and she would always post memes and quotes about heartbreaks and people wasting their valuable time. I see that too, man. I see a lot of females, man, when they have a breakup, they post all these posts about breakups and how they're gonna do better and how they want to value themselves. Why don't you value yourself and choose a quality man? Value yourself by choosing a man who values you. You can't be valuing that man more than you value yourself. And you have way too many women out here valuing a man more than they value themselves, and they wonder why their relationships struggle, or they wonder why they can't keep a man. Learn to love yourself first, because if a man knows that you worship him or you're putting him on a pedestal, he's not gonna respect that. He's going to take advantage of that. And I know some females may not like hearing me say that, but that's what's going to happen. He's going to take advantage of that. He's going to take advantage of the fact that you need him more than he needs you. Now, Khalil Mack signed a huge contract before he played for the Chicago Bears this season after he got traded. He signed a $141 million contract. So that can make any dude, attractive. Because it's kind of funny. He signs a deal, gets traded. He's dating Angela Simmons. It's like all happens at once. But nothing is a coincidence. He's probably been trying to get with her for a minute. But I think that Angela wanted a serious relationship. She wanted to post them all over her Instagram. And I think that Khalil Mack got scared. I think Khalil Mack, I don't think he has any children. He's 27. He's in the prime of his career. He just signed a huge deal. He still has years to go to make even more money and more of an impact. He has 7 sacks this season so far. And I think he got scared. I truly believe that he did not want to have a family yet. And I think that he knew, even though he was dating Angela, that he would have to settle down and basically become the father of her child, even though she's been telling people that her father is the father of the child now, which is kind of dysfunctional. It's almost like she's ashamed for her child to know who her father was, But I don't think he ever really saw anything beyond a fling with Angela. And I think that he said to himself, I have another female who I'm really attracted to. I really like. I've been dating her for a couple years. I'm going to go back to her because that's a comfort zone. That's why they've been having an on and off relationship. He saw no future in Angela. For how attractive she may be or how cool of a person she may seem, at the end of the day, she still has a child. And he's not ready to be nobody's stepfather. He's not ready for that responsibility. Now, again, if he has kids and I'm wrong, y'all can mention in the comment section. And what women have to understand is just because a dude likes you does not mean that he likes being a stepfather to your children. That's just the reality of it. I'm not saying there's not going to be a man who comes along who wants that responsibility. Like, let's say, for instance, if Khalil Mack had children already. And he said, okay, let's combine our family. You have kids, I have kids. I honestly don't see no problem in that because both of y'all got kids, especially if you're a single dad and she's a single mom. You really want to be with her and you want to come together as a family. I don't see no issue with that. But it's men who don't have children, who have a career, who doesn't take that relationship seriously. They're not looking to have anything more than just a flame, And that's what I think it was. I think to him it was just a flame, And women got to understand, man, just because you can attract a guy doesn't mean you can keep a guy. You have to understand that. There's a lot of attractive women out here, trust me. You see them all over social media. But 9 times out of 10, those women are going to be single more than they are in a relationship, or they'll probably be in a relationship that they really want to get out of, but they're comfortable. They don't want to be alone. But their behavior on social media platforms show you that they would rather be single than be in a relationship because they really do not like the person that they are with. They don't even like themselves. And that's what you have to understand when dealing with certain situations. Now, there's going to be some guy who comes along and wants to be a father to her child and marry her and be in a relationship with Angela. I mean, just look at Angela. I mean, again, one of the few women a few female celebrities in the entertainment industry that I can genuinely say I think is very attractive and seems like a cool person. But she has some baggage. You know, she likes a certain type of guy. You know, there was rumors she dated Romeo. Romeo ain't her type. Romeo's the type of guy who she'll flirt with, she'll be cool with, but that's about it, man. Khalil Mack is an athlete, and a lot of women see, professional athletes as, guys who are a man's man, and I think that's what she saw with Khalil Mack. But looks can be deceiving. Maybe she's just a really bad person. Maybe she's different when she's not in the view of any cameras, But I understand what Khalil Mack did. Khalil Mack said, you know what, man, I'm not trying to start no family with you. I'm gonna go back to my ex who doesn't have any children, who's in medical school, who is trying to apply herself outside of being an IG model. And it seems like that's what he feels like is in his future. Maybe he wants to settle down with her. Maybe Angela Simmons was just a phase. Maybe it was just a fling, which is what I'm thinking it was. And he was really was not ready to be in no relationship. So